All I can say is, what the hell was that? G'day everyone, welcome to my first ever video of an NRL review, and today I'm reviewing the game between my team, the Sydney Roosters, and the opponents, the Canberra Raiders. And that was terrible, the way the Roosters played. No passion, no drive and attack, not even bothering to defend. But first and foremost, it pains me to say it, but Canberra, good game. You guys deserved that win, and you played really well. So, now that disgusting thing's out of the way, I'm just going to be honest. That was shit. That was really shit. Barely anyone on that lineup tried. But all of a sudden, we panicked because we're missing Teddy, we're missing Tupou, and we're missing Hargraves, along with Collins. Teddy and Tupou are off in Origin, while Hargraves is injured, and Collins is also up in Queensland Origin. I just don't get it. All of a sudden, Teddy's gone, and it's like as if we don't even know what we're doing. We don't even know how to play. Like, you look at how Penrith played without Cleary, and they still won against the Bulldogs. We couldn't even get past Canberra for a while, and when we did, it was through luck. All those penalties Canberra got as well, like half of them were bullshit. And then when a Canberra player drags back a Roosters player and the ref screams held 10 times and the ref does nothing. The ref doesn't do a single bloody thing. And then the Roosters knock it on and Canberra wet themselves. It's just ridiculous. The way footy is, it's not the way it used to be. Like, you got all these unfair calls, you got all these terrible officiating decisions. 10 penalties were given away in the first 23 minutes. And half of them weren't even penalties. It's just embarrassing to watch the game of footy. Like, you see teams like Melbourne, Penrith, they get away with everything. When a Roosters player or a Warriors player makes a tackle, all of a sudden, oh, everyone's panicking, it's a penalty. And the sports media make things worse, especially those fucking commentators like Phil Gould, Andrew Voss, Andrew Johns. Like, throughout that entire game, they were just basically on their knees based on Canberra. They do dull commentary when Roosters score a try, but when Canberra scores, it's like, oh my god, that's try of the year! It just really annoys me. Like, they don't hesitate in showing that they're biased. Like, they need proper commentators that will be neutral, that will show respect to both sides, like Peter Sterling. He's from New South Wales, and during Origin, he's the most neutral commentator. Like, you see players get away with so much bullshit, and it's not fair. It happens game in, game out. A classic example I'm going to use, that isn't a Roosters reference, was that try that Marty Tapau apparently scored. They gave it, even though there was no evidence to show that he crossed the line with the ball. He went up to play the ball, and then Grant Atkins was just like... Even the video ref. Don't get me started on the video ref, honestly. The only way you can be a video ref is by getting a kindergarten education. Trust me, I'll die a Rooster. I love this club more than anything. But the way we play today, we seriously need to get a grip. We seriously need to get out the old playbook that we used to do and train those ways. Joseph Manu, Joseph Suwali, those two were our best players. Angus Crichton, Satili Tupanua, they played brilliantly in the forwards. But these players that I'm about to mention need to go to the reserves and get a grip and play properly. Billy Smith, Kevin Naguama, Paul Momorowski. Paul fucking Momorowski. He's proven how shitty he is ever since he left Penrith. I shouldn't talk shit about players, but this is a classic example. Like, every time we got close to the try line, we just shat ourselves. We didn't bother trying to charge the line. We were just passing it around. Open gaps, and I just don't know how I feel. I will love this club until the day I die, but And plus, not to mention, how many times were Canberra offside? How many dirty plays did they use? And like I said, Canberra deserved that win. But at the same time, dirty tactics. God. Well, what are we supposed to do? Footy is going backwards. I can't wait to see how State of Origin goes. First ever game in many, many years that Jared Sutton's not refereeing, thank God. But let's actually talk about the State of Origin teams. Freddie, you picked Stephen Crichton to play. But instead of putting him in the starting centres, you fucking put Jack Whiten, a player that has never played a good game of Origin, and who should never have even been listed in the first place. Honestly, you put Stephen Crichton in the centres with Brian Toto on the left side, and you put Katoni Staggs and Daniel Tupou on the right side. Because Daniel Tupou can easily get that ball down the Staggs, and he'll just barge through the Queensland defence to score that try. But what's Whiten going to do? Oh, he's going to stand there and shit himself, or give the ball to another player the same way Brett Hodgson did in 2006. This was a Roosters Canberra review, but it's also going to be a State of Origin review. Pre-show review as well. That's just my honest opinion. And now people can hate me. People can give me shit. Go ahead. Go on make a TikTok about me being an idiot. I'll take it. But the problem is, with footy today, teams get away with it, while other teams don't. And it's just not fair. It's not the same footy that we've grown up and loved. I feel sorry for those poor kids that watch this game now. It never used to have the competitive edge it used to back in the early days. Every finals game was down to the wire back then. But most days now you have one team smash another with only like one game being down to the wire in the end. That's what footy's become. And if it keeps going the way it is now, we're going to be playing in bubble wrap and these like massive headgears. Footy's going downhill. The final score at the end of the day was Canberra 22, Roosters 16. Every player from Canberra wanted to win that. Only 4 players from Roosters wanted to win that. And plus the referees. Honestly, do you get your fucking license out of a cereal box? Like, they'll just pick anyone to referee. Like, they'll make stupid decisions. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of my first ever NRL review. I'm going to give another Origin prediction tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Thank you, guys. I love you all. Peace out.